Hello, I'm Gene Rossov, the president of Iodine Products. This is a brief video on the use of our liquid mask product. You may have gotten this from your physician, your acupuncturist, your chiropractor, or one of your healthcare practitioners that you know and go to. Or you may have gotten it directly from us. This product comes in a little blue and yellow box. It looks like this. And there are directions, and I think clear directions on the box. The inside of the box contains this bottle, and the bottle contains iodine. Essentially, its principal component, although it has a couple of other elements in it, is 1% polyvinyl pyrrolidone iodine, also known as povidone iodine, or PVPI, or simply iodine. It is principally molecular iodine. Some folks have called it nascent iodine. That's an old term that isn't used that much anymore. But it simply means that the form in which the iodine is present is its diatomic molecular form. And there's a very good reason that we use this particular species of iodine. Actually, there are two very powerful reasons. The first is that it has a history of over 80 years of safe, effective antimicrobial use. And by antimicrobial, I don't mean simply antibacterial. I mean antiviral, antifungal, antiparasitic, anti-yeast, and anti-mycobacter, and pretty much any infectious disease organism that you could begin to think about. It's very effective against all of them. It's very quick acting. Most microbes succumb to iodine's powerful antimicrobial activity within 10 to 20 seconds. Something else remarkable about iodine, it is stored in the areas that we suggest you spray this into. And let's get into the actual spraying and use of it. This bottle has a little dunce cap on it, which you would remove when you use it. It's not really so visible here, but you can see what it looks like. It's a little piece of clear plastic. When it first is taken out of the box, you might have to prime the pump by putting your fingers on both sides of this platform and spraying it. Probably can't see that spray. Maybe once or twice to prime this little device that sprays the contents of the bottle through this little aerosolizing sprayer. And you spray it in this nostril and sniff, in the other nostril and sniff, and in your mouth and breathe in. It has a rather pleasant, sweetish kind of taste. We put in an approved sweetener, an FDA-approved sweetener, to make it taste better. Iodine on its own doesn't taste so terrific, but with the sweetener, it's quite palatable. And it may sting a little bit. We've found that as the product ages, and by aging, I mean over 3 months after you purchase it, if it's not kept in a refrigerated situation, it will tend to sting a little bit more. And sometimes after 6 to 9 months, it can sting quite a lot. It's unpleasant. And I'll tell you what you can do about that problem. There are a couple of things that are very effective. So what is this thing doing? It is delivering the most antimicrobial concentration of iodine to your nose, your nasal passages, and to your mouth or throat. Why those areas of your body? Well, we breathe if we're alive all day long. We take in everything that's in the air. everything from dust to insects to microbes to parasites to molds and funguses. We breathe them in. And our body has incredibly sophisticated, elegant, effective means of taking care of them. But it needs a little bit of help. And here's why it needs help. It's an evolutionary reason. We came out of the ocean. Not everybody believes that, but I think the scientific evidence is pretty good that we came out of the ocean. Some critters decided to go back to the ocean after they were on land for a while. So sea mammals like whales, seals, orcas, walruses, dugongs, dolphins. These creatures decided they didn't like life on land, but we and our gorilla, chimpanzee, and ape forebears decided we did rather like being on land. And we continued to live on the coast where there is lots of iodine in the air. Most of the iodine in the world is located in the ocean. There are a couple of deserts that have some iodine, but you wouldn't really want to live there very much. And so our structures, the structural features of our body, evolved on what's called a littoral environment, a coastal environment. There's always air coming in from the ocean, and that air bears with it iodine, and we inhale that iodine. Our body has structures to store iodine in our nose, in our throat, in our mouth, and throughout in these, in our mouth, in tiny, tiny little segments of salivary glands. We have 3 big salivary glands, but you have actually between 5 and 10,000, maybe even more, 20,000 microscopic salivary glands. And all of these glands, salivary glands, store iodine. Well, why do they store it? It's not that they're hoarding it, they store it because when they are attacked, they release it when they are attacked by infectious disease organisms. There's another reason. They participate in the production of an extremely effective antimicrobial chemical that your body produces called hypoiodous acid. And every mucous membrane in your body, there's an awful lot of them. Anything that doesn't carry blood is a channel that has mucus, it secretes mucus. Your nose, the lacrimal gland, a duct of your eye, in your mouth, your ears. And those channels secrete mucus, and that mucus combines with iodine to produce hypoiodous acid, an absolutely magnificent, natural antimicrobial killer that helps to take care of the infectious disease organisms that attack you, and that attack you all day long. We are magnificently constructed. That construction was designed, however, for life on the coast. Originally for life in the ocean, and then for life on the coast. And we have moved far from that. Very few of us have the opportunity and pleasure to routinely breathe sea air that contains iodine. And so it's very useful for us to get a good shot of iodine into our nostrils, into our mouth, every now and again. When your body is stressed and exposed to high levels of these microbes, for example, in the case of the current pandemic, or during the seasonal flu period, or what are called respiratory syncytial viruses, essentially the common cold, these are organisms that can make you very sick, at least make you feel horrible. And they are also readily transmitted between people, from one person to another, by breathing the air that somebody has exhaled. So you can help to protect yourself by increasing your store of iodine. And that's what liquid mask is for. If you're not feeling well and you have a respiratory condition of some kind, liquid mask might help quite a lot. It depends on who you are, where you are, what organisms you have in you, but there's a pretty good chance that it will help. Iodine is the most used antiseptic on the planet. It's used hundreds, indeed thousands of times on the earth in clinics, hospitals, medical offices in order to sterilize instruments and to keep people from getting sick. During every surgery, whether it's an ophthalmic surgery on your eye, a surgery on your hand, a surgery that requires an incision, a surgery that requires a resection of your large intestine, a surgery on your heart. Iodine is there to protect you from infection. It's here to protect you from infection. If you have any questions about it, please give us a call. We're a 24/7 operation. Our phone number is 305-667-9375. If you wish, you can go to our website and order liquid mask, anything from 2 to 20 at a time. Our website for this product is liquidmask, one word, .org, O-R-G, liquidmask.org. It's not an expensive product. Its current price on the website is 2 of these for $30, $15 a piece. And if you buy more of them, if you buy as many as 20, the price goes down to $5. It's not an expensive product. It's cheaper than any visit you might make to any physician on the planet, except a free physician, or unless your son is a physician, as mine is. If you have any questions about this product, please call us. We are available all the time. We encourage you to keep it refrigerated if you're not going to use it for a while. If you are on a trip, on a cruise, if you're traveling somewhere with people you don't know or people you do, you can use it 5 to 10 times a day, and it will help. It'll help the most when you yourself are relatively healthy and you have a good working immune system, and it will probably help very significantly if you don't have a great immune system and you do need a bit of assistance. Iodine is an absolutely remarkable element. It is the heaviest element in the body. It has been with us throughout our evolutionary history. It participates in a vast number of biochemical processes in our bodies, and we must have it. We must have it every single day. This little bottle will help you to achieve that. Thanks very much for listening. We look forward to hearing from you. Please give us a call if you have any questions whatsoever. Thanks again.